Well, it's not a bad old day in the garden today. So me and Tony are going to go out and we've got a few jobs to get sorted, like fixing that hole in the fence behind me that came down in the storm. So I also want to have a look in the local garden centre and just see what's available for colour. So come on, let's go down to Zoa's garden centre in Neath. So we're back again now down in Zoa's, and what I'm looking for today is a little bit of colour to go in the garden. Right, what about a grass to put in the Belfast Sink? They got a few by here. £10. Shall I pick one up? And what's that one called? An Irish green. Yeah, it's quite a big sink to fill, mind you. That's an Irish green. What's this one? An Everglow. It's quite nice. Back now looking at the ornaments in Zoa's. And it's still here. Shall we get it, Tony? Do you think we should?
Definitely.
It is a lovely mirror and I do like it. Go on then, pop it in the trolley. It might be better putting it at the bottom, I think. All right, then put the plants at the bottom. Just 3 plants for the Belfast Sink. Oh, here he goes. Gentle with it. Weighs a ton. And we've got to fit that in the back of the car. I got a feeling this is going to be a very expensive day, Tony.
You credit cards for?
Half each, half each.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, right, I've heard that before. I've managed to find some of the willow fencing. And after looking everywhere for it, this is where we found it, in Zoa's. And Tony pointing at it. Not the cheapest, but I suppose it's got a match. So that'll be today's job. Getting this willow screening up in the garden. Right, so we got this willow screening back home. And this is what we're going to tackle first. Let's hope the rain now stays off so we can get this job done. So the plan is, I think, is to take off what's on the right hand side and the trellis and maybe move that down, rather than having a patch of different screening in the middle. So it's not really gonna match as this one that's already up now, that's 4 years old. So obviously is faded. But if we move this down, and then we'll just have 2 different halves. It's too expensive to replace the whole lot. And there's nothing really wrong with what's up already over that side. So I'm not going to spend money for the sake of it. So let's get this job started. Oh, you've got to take the batten off, is it? Right, come on then, Tony, get started. You're going to take down the trellis first, is it? Here he goes. He's not the best at DIY. It is joined to the plant, mind, Tony. Oh, there we are. He's done it. Right, I think I better go and give him a hand. And there's a little robin in the garden there, watching everything that I'm doing. Right, 4 o'clock now, Saturday afternoon, and we've managed to put up a little bit of this fencing. So we had to batten it behind. And what I've done to try and raise it up a little bit so it's not that much difference in height is I just laid a row of old bricks that I had saved from when we had the chimney taken down, so I knew they'd come in handy for something, and that way it's not really on the ground, so hopefully the willow fencing will last a little bit longer. So I've cable tied it to the battens for the time being and put the old trellis back up. I mean, the colour doesn't match, but it's better than having a hole in the fence. And my cat Vim has found somewhere comfortable to sit. Look at him up there, enjoying the dry weather. And look at that, a lovely rainbow in the sky. Look at you, Vim, finding a comfortable place to sit. You're going to get wet there. Are you coming in? Come on. It's raining. And after cleaning all the glass in the greenhouse the other day, look at the mess on it now. That's the trouble with having big trees up there. I think we've got some nesting birds. It's a never-ending battle to keep this greenhouse glass clean. You need to go in by there then, and then I'll tell you when or where. Right.
Yeah.
Up slightly. Right, down a bit. Right there. Perfect. Perfect. And the Gothic mirror that I really liked in Zoas, that is up now on the wall. It was too big to fit in the recess. We originally wanted it to go where the fairy one is up there. But we misjudged it a little bit and it wouldn't fit. So it had to go in the centre. So these are the plants that I picked up in Zoas to pop into the Belfast Sink. So tomorrow, I think I'll crack on with getting that sorted out. Sunday morning now, and it's a little bit miserable out here. It's not raining, but I'm going to get started with clearing that Belfast Sink. And these are a few of the plants that I've got to put in it. So let's get started before it starts raining again. Right, so these are a few of the plants that I've bought to go in the sink. This is a Mahonia confusa. These I always love in the garden, although I haven't got a green one. That is a Pittosporum golf ball. So that'll be evergreen. A nice grass. Which one did I pick up? The Irish green. And a little autumn fern. Bronze new fronds in spring, which mellow to green and adds all year round appeal in containers and borders. So that one there, that was only $3.99. So I think I'll give them a little water now quick, and they can just settle for 10 minutes while I empty that sink. So like I said in my last video, I filled this up with herbs at the beginning of the year, but I didn't really use the herbs as much as I thought that I would have. So it's a bit of a waste really. So the plan is to just put a few evergreen plants in here that'll stay looking tidy 12 months of the year. So let's get started. Right, so I'm going to put on my old gardening gloves and let's dig out some of these herbs. But they've got bigger roots than I thought they would. I know that the mint can be quite invasive, so I want to get as much of them out as I possibly can. Well, they're coming out quite easy though.
Maybe your coffee's done.
Okay. Right. That's part 1 done. Lovely job. So I also forgot that I bought 2 ivy plants earlier in the week. So I've had a little play about now to see roughly where I want them to go. And I do like that mahonia there at the back. And the ivy, I'm hoping, will just trail over the edges of the sink. So once I'm happy with the way things are spaced out, I'll go and plant them in. But first, time for a nice cup of coffee. It's starting to rain a bit now. There's only fine drizzle. And let's get this job done as quick as I can. Always got a spare bag of compost in the greenhouse. So I thought I'd take a few of the cyclamen out of some of the pots just to add a little bit of colour around the front. And by doing that, I can just take them out then at the end of the season. And in the summer, just add a little bit of summer colour instead. So I can alter this planter throughout the seasons. Sounds like a good idea. The roots on that grass were really tightly packed into that pot. So I hope they'll be okay. Probably be glad of a little bit of a breathing space. Right, we're getting somewhere now. Right then, so a slight change of plan. I've put the pittosporum into this green ceramic pot, and that's where I had 3 cyclamen plants. And the planter, what I've done is put the mahonia at the back with the grass, some ferns, 2 ivies which hopefully will grow over the edge. And then the plan is, I did want some colour in the garden, so I've popped the cyclamen 3 plants just at the front, and hopefully now come the spring when these sort of go, I can replace these so I can have some colour in the garden all year round. But for the moment, that'll look really lovely and bright when I'm walking out towards my greenhouse, just to brighten up my day. And before I go, just a quick update on the amaryllis that I planted the other week. And look how this is starting to bloom now. This doesn't live here, this is in the house, but I've just brought it out now just to give it a quick water, and then I'm going to take it back in again. So until next time, I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe, it'll mean an awful lot to me. A nice Christmas present for me for Christmas. And I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.